Russia's war against Ukraine is an existential threat to Europe.
Europe's diplomatic tensions sharpened on Friday as EU Foreign Policy Chief Kaja Kallas warned that delaying newly enacted US sanctions on Russia would be exactly what Russia wants. She cautioned that Moscow was trying to exploit any hesitation within the Western alliance. Kallas said, "Russia aims to push Europe into two traps, postponing sanctions and delaying discussions on using frozen Russian assets to fund Ukraine." She urged EU states to remain firm, insisting that frozen assets must benefit Kyiv, not be withheld under pressure.
Russia's war against Ukraine is an existential threat to Europe. We all want this war to end. But how it ends matters. Rewarding Russia's aggression will not make Ukraine, Europe, or the Indo-Pacific safer. Russia has no legal right whatsoever to any concessions from the country it invaded. Ultimately, the terms of any agreement are for Ukraine to decide. The EU has a simple two-point plan: support Ukraine and pressure Russia. The EU is providing record levels of military support to Ukraine to help to defend itself, and we will continue to do so. I will end by stressing that today's geopolitical challenges call for closer partnerships in security, growth, connectivity, and climate action. Europe and Indo-Pacific are stronger together. Thank you.
Her comments came as the United States advanced its draft 28-point peace plan, which would reportedly require Ukraine to cede territory, cap its military size, renounce NATO membership, and hold elections within 100 days. The proposal also includes a pathway for Russia's reintegration into the international system. Kallas emphasized that only Ukraine can determine its peace terms, saying Russia has no legal right whatsoever to concessions from the country it invaded. She stressed that EU strategy remains focused on supporting Ukraine militarily and increasing pressure on Moscow.
Thank you for your question. Today is supposed to be the day when the US sanctions against Russia will kick in. I hope we don't see today a decision that these sanctions are postponed, because then this is exactly what Russia wants. Also, what Russia wants is that we, postpone the discussions regarding reparations loan, that the frozen assets will not be used in the benefit of Ukraine. So what is our response? We should be very firm that we are not walking into these two traps.
Responding to questions about broader geopolitical implications, Kallas warned that rewarding Russia's aggression would embolden other countries with territorial ambitions, posing risks not only to Europe, but also Indo-Pacific partners. Meanwhile, in Moscow, President Vladimir Putin confirmed receiving President Trump's proposal, saying Russia is ready for peace talks, but with substantive discussion on every detail, signaling openness, but also insisting negotiations occur on Moscow's terms.
Yes, of course, there is no secret here. We have hardly discussed this publicly, only in very general terms, but it is no secret. President Trump's peace plan for resolving the situation in Ukraine was discussed prior to the meeting in Alaska. During these preliminary discussions, the American side asked us to make certain compromises and to show, as they put it, flexibility. The main point and purpose of the meeting in Alaska was that during the talks in Anchorage, we confirmed that despite certain difficult issues and complications on our part, we nevertheless agree with these proposals and are ready to show the flexibility offered to us.
In Kyiv, President Volodymyr Zelensky acknowledged that Ukraine is facing one of the most difficult moments in our history, highlighting the mounting pressure on Kyiv as global powers press competing diplomatic visions.